Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning.
Good morning, Jenny. How are you?
I'm great.
Oh, go
Boy,
James. Oh, go James.
I had a
go
great
James.
weekend.
Me too.
Jalen Hurts, my Oklahoma Sooners, pulled off a comeback for the ages
That was
at
special.
Baylor. And the New England Patriots won me 2 more cases of Diet Dew from Shannon Sharp. And how about them Cowboys?
Guess what?
You know what? I got to
Had to
amend that.
happen.
I should do, how about that Dak Prescott?
Guess what? I'm gonna get them
that.
back. You see our record, Skip? What is our record? 11-1. 11-1, Skip Bayless.
You got a long way to go.
No, we got a long way to go.
Yep.
How good are you feeling?
Hey, Skip, I got but 8 more games. I got 8 more games, and we got the Thunder twice. I'm looking good. I'm looking good.
Thunder have been kind of interesting.
No, they've been,
Yep.
they've been interesting.
You got to go to the Spurs.
Oh, really? Hold on. They still play basketball in San Antonio?
Apparently.
Are y'all
yeah,
500?
No, Tim Duncan's going to come back and play in that game.
Well, you don't need to. If
I
Paul
love
keep
Mondays
getting
around
tall.
here. Oh, we have so much to get to today. Did yesterday prove that the Cowboys are now Dak's team? Maybe we should
goodness.
do that for Dak. And did Lamar Jackson just run away with the MVP? But first, we'll start with the Super Bowl 52 rematch between the Patriots and Eagles. After admitting the Super Bowl loss was still on his mind, Tom Brady got his revenge yesterday. Philly jumped out to a 10-0 lead, but Carson Wentz and the offense failed to score again in the final 2.5 quarters. Brady and New England slowly chipped away, down 1. Julian Edelman, not Brady, threw the go-ahead touchdown pass. Brady had just over 200 yards and no touchdowns. And after the game, Brady said the offense could, quote, do everything better. So, Shannon, does Brady look like he is capable of winning another Super Bowl?
Tom Brady will not be the reason the New England Patriots win another Super Bowl. The defense will be a reason why they win that Super Bowl. And I saw the quote last year, the statement that his Guerrero, his trainer guru, put out, Tom Brady's going to play 5 more years. Tom Brady's not playing 5 more years. I feel very comfortable in saying Tom Brady's not playing 3 more years. I feel even more devout that Tom Brady is not playing another year past this year in New England. This, you know, because Skip...
Wait a second, you're making the case that he's done now, right? So how can he play anywhere else?
What part about that didn't you say? I said this would be his last year in New England.
In pro football?
In New England.
Oh, okay.
He might choose to go somewhere else. Seems to be hell-bent on playing 45. Coach Belichick seems to be hell-bent saying he's not going to play for me at the age of 45. And you had something very interesting to say last Tuesday. You said, fans, let this sink in. Bill Belichick wanted to get rid of Tom Brady for Jimmy Garoppolo. And Coach Belichick said, Skip Bayless, did you watch the game yesterday? That's exactly why I wanted to get rid of Tom Brady for Jimmy Garoppolo.
I watched Jimmy Garoppolo throw 2 red zone interceptions that almost cost them a game against Arizona.
I watched Tom Brady not throw a touchdown yesterday. How about that? But
I saw him throw a touchdown.
It's my turn. I'm talking now. Thank you, Barry. But he's not playing another 3 years, Jenny. Tom Brady will not be the reason. And what we glossed over is that Tom Brady was not very good the last half of the season, but we allowed to be seduced by what he did against the 31st ranked defense in the AFC Championship game, the Kansas City Chiefs. And then we saw him put up a 26 QBR, didn't toss a touchdown, threw an interception in the Super Bowl, but we all forgot about that because Tommy won another Super Bowl. Tom Brady did not play well. Tom Brady has played well 1 game this year, and that was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Skip, did you know this? In his last 5 games, Tom Brady has 4 touchdowns. Is that good? For an all-time great player, is that good, Skip? No, it is not good. See what happens, and I will never, ever say I was as great or as good as Tom Brady is. But the thing that I noticed as I started to get older, Jenny, is what I could not do was the consistency. When I was in my prime, Skip, I could throw up 100 yards, 170, 160-yard games, back to back to back to back. Like it was nothing. But then as I started to age, I get 100 here, 30, 40 there. I get you 200. I get you 2 catches the next week. So what you're seeing with Tom...
You jealous?
Oh, my goodness.
Sounds a little jealous to me.
All I'm saying, the numbers speak for itself. Now, see, fans look at it. He scored. They intercepted the ball, but Coach Belichick watched tape. Because Coach Belichick saw a guy have a 25 rating against the Giants. Follow that up with a 77. Follow that up with a 14 against the Baltimore Ravens. Follow that up with a 38. So you can say jealousy, you can say all you want to, but the numbers bear it out. He's 14th in QBR.
Wow.
He didn't throw another touchdown. Hold on, wait a minute. I know good and doggone well it didn't take him 47 attempts to get 216. And that's great. They might win a Super Bowl, but it damn sure won't be because of Tom Brady. it'll be because of that defense.
Really?
Lights out.
I remember somebody saying, I'm not sure it was Tuesday, but probably was, might have been last Monday. New England's defense, said the Hall of Famer across from me, is overrated. It is an overrated product of all the weak opposition. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
The Patriots offense is not even rated.
So wait a second.
X-rated. That's what it is.
The quarterback you call walk it to him, that I call bounce it to him,
Yes.
could not win a game in which Tom Brady managed only 17 points at Philadelphia, and he couldn't against the overrated New England defense, the fraudulent New England defense. He couldn't muster any more than 10 points. So is he overrated? Like 2 + 2 = 4. He's overrated.
I want you to have
Right?
the same. I want you to see. This is what I want you to do.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to do for you is that I'm going to take Gallup and I'm going to take Amari away, and I'm going to take Zeke and I'm going to have Lyle Collins miss the last 2.5 quarters, and I'm going to see how your guy did. Because you remember what Dak looked like when he didn't have Zeke and he didn't have Amari Cooper and Tyron Smith was out. Do you remember?
We'll get to this in just a minute.
Okay.
But,
I'm just making sure.
But trust me on this. Dak has not had Zeke all season long.
Okay.
I can't even recognize this Ezekiel Elliott. I'm sorry.
can.
Back to this game. I will give you this. Tom Brady did not play very well yesterday on the road at Philadelphia in high wind that also bothered the other quarterback. Boy, the other quarterback didn't look very good either, did he? Right?
Oh, my goodness.
That's
And
fair.
by the way, who won the game? Help me out.
The Patriots won.
Okay, what do you always say about coming to your restaurant, although you flip it around? Now it's only a loser's restaurant? I don't know which way it is.
Who's
but whichever.
invited?
It all depends.
It all depends on what, I don't know, on
The
any
mood of the
day of the
night.
week,
Good.
but whatever. All I know is that Tom Brady's team, with Tom Brady at quarterback, did win the football game 17-10, a pivotal turning point game in the season at Philadelphia, coming off a bye week. And Tom Brady did it in a game in which they could not protect him. They couldn't run the football 1 ounce of a bit, and in which his receivers look like what I always say, 3 guys from Dorchester. Because Mohamed Sanu, I got to tell you, I applauded the move when they signed him. He just looks slow to me. He even looks slower returning punts. Now you've even got him back there, and he turned his ankle trying to return a punt.
Yeah.
And
He got
Philip
bit pretty
Dorsett
bad.
got concussed yesterday on the 1 touchdown pass that he caught. And I thought N'Keal Harry was going to be a difference maker. And maybe he will rise and shine because he's just a raw rookie playing in his first game. But he had little to no impact on that game, which brought us to Julian Edelman. There were times yesterday, I swear to you, the Eagles were triple covering Julian Edelman.
Yes.
They didn't just have bracket coverage. They had like triangle coverage on him, like on 3rd and whatever. It'd just be like, let's put 3 guys on him because he's all that Brady's got.
Make Brady go somewhere else.
All
to
right,
beat
so,
you.
so it's down to that. And it came down to this. And I got to say this up front because my biggest takeaway from the game was that's the best I've seen the Eagles defense play since the NFC Championship game at home against Jenny's Vikings going into the Super Bowl. Remember that? Was it 38-6?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
37 would be the
whatever it
Vikes.
was.
Yeah.
That was a
They
bad
they
day.
just tromped on the Vikings. They shut down Case Keenum and all of them.
Thielen, Diggs.
And they just shut them down and almost shut them out. Well, I saw that defense come back together yesterday. I saw a healthy secondary that was starting to click. And I must tell you, by the end of this game, I had some deep, dark thoughts about, boy, it's going to be tough for my Dallas Cowboys to go in there and beat that defense playing at that level because that was impressive. But just as unimpressive was the fact that the New England Patriots are playing with Marshall Newhouse at left tackle. Trying to protect Brady's blind side is Marshall Newhouse playing for his 7th NFL team.
Yeah, why you
and
do
when
that?
Isaiah Wynn comes back this week against my Dallas Cowboys at New England next Sunday, I promise you Marshall Newhouse very possibly will be looking for his 8th team. That's what you got against that Philly pass rush. Because listen, that front 7 is big, bad, hellacious. Come after the quarterback front 7. And Brady was throwing on his heels the whole game. It's hard, man. It
What about
reminded me
Wentz?
of Dak at Atlanta in 2017 with Chaz Green at left tackle.
Can you just help me understand this? Everybody always complain this, and this is the problem that I really have. This is my crux issue with Tom Brady and Tom Brady supporters. When things go well, it's always Tom. But the moment it goes bad, look at his receivers. Look at Marshall Newhouse. Sonny Michel can't run. Skip, they won the Super Bowl with that same team. Sonny Michel.
Not with Marshall Newhouse at left tackle. Sorry.
Skip, they got a guy that they didn't re-sign, so they felt Isaiah Williams. But I want to go back to the receivers because you said they went to Philly and he pointed up there and they got 3 guys from North Jersey. But when South Jersey.
Yeah.
So when they go there and do that, you don't say anything about it's Tom Brady. Did you see what he did? You don't mention the receivers, but the moment he struggles, N'Keal Harry, I thought he was going to have an impact.
I did.
Nobody thought.
Did you see anything from N'Keal Harry?
Did you thought he was going to be Randy Moss out the box?
Well, I thought maybe he'd give him a little snap, crackle, pop. Maybe a couple of big catches where he actually ran past
Can Tom
somebody.
get him the ball?
Oh, but you
Did
got
you
a
see
lot
him
of
underthrow
people involved.
Dorsey?